Welcome back to the show. Well, the fight to eliminate breast cancer still rages on. The Susan G. Komen Foundation leads the way with breast cancer education, screening, treatment, and survivor support.
The Race for the Cure is part of the fundraising effort to continue the fight, and Heather Roberts and Suzanne Reichart are here to tell us about this year's event. Ladies, I want to thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having us.
So nice that you're able to make time for us this morning. So let's start with you, Heather. Tell us about Susan G. Komen and what it really does in Tucson and Arizona.
You got it. So Susan G. Komen, flat out, we're saving lives. We're saving lives across Arizona and right here locally in southern Arizona. So our main push here is really to get people to come out to the Race for the Cure, because money raised from that race helps us fund education programs, mammograms, breast cancer treatment services for people who couldn't otherwise afford them.
Wow, that's a lot.
Right, and so the race is super important.
Absolutely.
But not just for the funds that we raise, but to raise awareness and get people talking about this again. And, you know, it's something that we just have to keep continuing. So what can we expect from the race this year, ladies?
Well, we have a few new things going on. We have moved the survivor ceremony and celebration will be at 7:45. So after the 1 mile at 7 a.m., 7:45 we'll honor those who have survived and continue to battle. And then at 8:30 is when we'll kick off the 5K, since we're a little early this year.
Yeah.
Get everybody going.
Up and energized.
Yes,
that's great.
And you don't have to run. It's okay to walk as well.
Yes.
So
I think that's an important thing to note. A lot of people feel scared of these events because they think it's going to be competitive. I don't want anybody to beat me. I don't want to look like, you know, like I don't run all the time. But that's really not the case. Anybody can come out and do it, any speed, and you're encouraging everybody, right?
Yes, definitely. And part of even breast cancer awareness and knowing treatment is exercising and keeping a healthy lifestyle as well too. So this just
the race just means a fun event for us. It means you can come, you can walk, you can run, you can skip, and we also have a fun category too. If you can't make it, you can register to sleep in for the cure and still support us.
Oh, that's so cool.
To sleep
Now
in.
that's
Sleep in. I know.
Yes.
I know.
My ear just went ding ding. That's pretty great. Well, I love that. So anybody watching today that wants to get involved, not just with the race, but maybe year round, because it's such a wonderful organization and there's so much good that's being done.
Yes, definitely. They can contact our offices here on Broadway and Swan, and we'd love to have volunteers for many different things. We have community partners that we help with grant funding that also are always looking for volunteers, and we'd love to steer them that way as well.
Right, and along with volunteers, donations are always accepted too, right? And what are the ways people can actually give back to the cause?
Absolutely. So always online. People can donate online. They can send in money as well. They can stop by the office, as Suzanne said. And this weekend, for sure, you can register all the way up through race day and collect those donations and bring them at the time of the race.
Okay, that's good to know. People can actually show up on the day of and register then.
Yeah. So we're at the Williams Center 10 to 2 tomorrow, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week, and then the race, of course, is on Sunday the 6th. So we'd love to see everybody come out.
Absolutely. Well, and I know we touched on it a little bit, Heather, already, but we're talking about where the funds go from this event and where the funds go year round. Really kind of dive into some specifics as to where this money is going to go.
So the great thing about Komen is it's really a comprehensive organization. 75% of the money that is raised, even here from the race, will stay here locally to help fund those community programs that are so desperately in need. So for all of Arizona, that attributes to over 26 million, which is about 6 million here that stayed locally. And the other 25% goes to research. So again, touching on every part of breast cancer. And we're lucky enough that a lot of that research money comes back here. There's a grant right now at for about $450,000 that they're working on here at the University of Arizona Cancer Center.
Right, and people just need to know that anything they do to support you guys will make a difference for the research, for the funding and everything. And we're wearing some pins out.
I love it. That's
and this
great.
is one way people can raise money too, right? Where can they get these pins?
We'll have them at the Williams Center at our offices, and just stop by and
you can also go online too if you'd like. So
excellent. Many ways.
Yes,
many ways to donate.
Absolutely.
To get involved.
We don't hold anybody back.
Yes.
You guys are really good at this. Obviously, we have this big event coming up, but we also have some other events that are throughout the year as well. Let's chat about those.
Yeah.
So in October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so we have different things. We have a Zumbathon. Up in Phoenix is when they have their Race for the Cure, and we have what's called third-party events. People can choose to do individual fundraising items, and we help support them through there, and so
well, give us an example of one of those.
So one of those we've had here. We have a Zumbathon that's at the JCC, and 2 to 3 hours of dancing of just
Zumba's hot these days.
Yes, and it
I love it.
loves
It's
it.
good
Yeah.
for everything.
Yeah,
And so as far as going back to the race for a second, people can register not only individually, but they can also form teams. Right?
Yes,
So
yes.
they can do that online, or where can they do
Yeah,
that?
they can do that online, and that's where you get your friends and family members together. As you said, your friend had a creative name for
Are
her.
you going to share that?
Pretty good.
Adorable.
So the play on words are always, the fun when you talk about
Yes.
breast health.
Well, I think we only have a little bit of time left, but in that short time, I want to just ask you both, ladies, since you're so passionate about what you do, why is this cause so important to you?
Well, it's the people, especially here in the Tucson community, that may be uninsured, underinsured, and then all of a sudden something comes up and it's like, oh, where do we turn to? And knowing the Komen, recognizing the Komen name, that they come into our office, being like, oh, I just got diagnosed, where do I go to next? And being able to send them to the right direction, to know, to reach out, different support groups after they've been diagnosed and whatnot. And that's really important, as just being sometimes an ear to listen to, or what's next type of situation.
Yeah, for sure. Serving is that lifeline. I think, we say it, but it's true. Most people know someone who's been affected by breast cancer, and every day we get those phone calls from people needing help. So that's why it's so important for us to be there for them.
And there you are on the other end, ready to help.
Their
And that's
parachute.
Yes.
You're their
just
parachute.
so wonderful.
Absolutely.
So, ladies, we're going to make sure lots of people come out to the
Great.
race this
Wonderful,
year.
thank
And
you.
Thank you so much for joining
Thanks
us.
for having
So
us.
much
Having
fun.
us.
Well, the Race for the Cure will take place March 6th, starting at 6 a.m. For complete registration details, just visit ComenArizona.org and learn more by calling 319-0155.